Hello guys and very welcome to this video. Today I will try to install my adapter plate to this Nissan Leaf motor and my Volkswagen Golf gearbox from 1991. So here is the plate itself, and I did not have the best tools for this kind of work, especially when I was creating this hole in the middle. Well, the rest of it I had the right tools, I have to say. Huge thank you Börje for borrowing me his workshop so I could use his lathe and created those distance pipes, and also use his huge drill there so I could drill those holes here. So now I will just try this and see if those holes will line up perfectly to the Nissan Leaf motor, and then I will have my Volkswagen Golf gearbox standing on top of everything here. So you can see that I actually have laid this Nissan Leaf motor down on its side just to make this much more easier to try to find the perfect center of the input shaft of the gearbox and the drive shaft of this motor here. So I will try to pretty much just line it up in the end there, but in this video we are only going to take a look at this adapter plate and see how it will fit and how it maybe not will fit. We see that later. Let's roll the video. So here we have the distance pipes, and I have not deburred it yet, so I will first just see so they will fit. I'm not sure if I've used that one, or I think it was that one. It seems to line up pretty nicely with the holes. I will of course so we have some movement here, but I think that the plate is not perfectly flat. So I will simply just take 4 10mm bolts here and try to just see if they will fit nicely. That looks nice. So now we have 2 bolts in place. There we have 3 bolts, and we still have some movements. That's just perfect. Great, all the bolts fits into the Nissan Leaf motor. So now I just will deburr everything, so it won't be riding like this. I think that's the main reason for why it is doing like that. So that's much better. Then we have to take those distance pipes. I just forgot my mic here. Sorry for that, guys. Great. Let's try this again. Perfect. And here you can see that it is really close between the motor and this adapter plate. So the gearbox will be standing right, almost flushed to the motor here. So one bolt will go into here and the other one will be somewhere up here, but I will not use that one, of course. Then the gear shaft or the drive shaft will come around here. I have to take out some bit from the motor here, probably. And then I will, of course, cut everything here so it will fit more nicely to the gearbox. So I will not do that before I have lined everything up, because you know how it is. If I do that now, well, then I will just realize later on that everything was actually wrong by 5 mils or something. So I will just do it pretty rough now, line everything up, and then I will cut it when I know exactly where the gearbox is going to be. You can also see that I am not in dead center with this hole here, but it does not matter at all because it will be free even if it's under here. It's just so I can have this plate on and off when this is glued to the shaft, because you can see that I have some play in it. So I am going to glue this and bolt this in place later on. So that's why I need to have the hole so I can have this adapter plate on, but the hole don't have to be in the perfect center there. So great, now I will fix those pipes to the adapter plate. I will TIG weld them together with this plate, and after that I will buy bolts so I can have the bolts flushed to this surface here, so the gearbox can fit just perfect on without to have those in the way. Alright guys, I did not think that I was able to have this finished so fast, so a friend called Fleesen have done this really quick for me, so he has welded those distance pipes for me, and I have now also bought some bolts, so I will try to install this adapter plate, and I will then mark the motor with those pins that I installed here. And then I will drill those tiny holes in the motor later on. Now Now it's a little tighter. So I will just give it a hit with my hammer, and then that hit will leave some mark from that pin, and then I will drill in that mark, of course. All right. So there you can see my mark after that pin, and there is the other mark. Just perfect. There we don't have any movements at all, so now it's completely fixed, so that's great. And this bolt here is a walk-through bolt, so I will have a nut on the underside here. Alright, so my adapter plate is now finished, and I really now have to go in and do some editing, because tomorrow morning I will have this video posted, hopefully. So anyway, a perfect flat surface that I can stand my gearbox on. I think that it will be so much easier now to find the dead center on those axles, because that's super important here. If those axles are not lined up perfectly, the bearings in the motor and the gearbox will not be long-lived. So, please guys, if you like what you see, give me a thumbs up, maybe subscribe to my channel, and why not just leave a comment down below there. And then, I see you next time. Take care and goodbye.